Good morning, my dear students, and welcome to today's IT class. Today, we are going to discuss about sentences, word for quantifiers. Now, end of this session, we will be able to understand about what do we mean by countable and uncountable nouns and what do we mean about quantifiers. Because when we communicate through writing, it's very important to make the sentences in a correct form, and when you write a sentence in a correct form, there are many things we need to take care of. So let's start with the session. So let us first discuss about what do you mean by quantifiers. Quantifiers are, my dear students, the words that describe the quantity of, we can say the amount of noun. That is called quantifiers. Now, countable and uncountable noun we all are familiar with. Countable nouns are like the nouns which can be counted, which we can count. It's like apples, books, eggs, pens, glasses. These are all countable nouns. But if we go for the uncountable nouns, and they are like money, time, some other kind of quantities like milk, what is given in your textbook. So this is all about uncountable nouns or non-countable nouns. So what do you mean by quantifiers? This is all about countable and uncountable nouns. Quantifiers, already as we discussed, these are the words that describe, any words that describe the quantity or amount of noun is called quantifiers. So quantifiers can be countable as well as can be uncountable too. So quantifiers for countable and uncountable nouns are. So whenever we use quantifiers, when we get an information about the number or quantity of a noun is there. So we use quantifiers there. For example, if with uncountable noun we have to go with the word called much, then for the countable noun we have to go with the word called many. If you have to go with the word called a great deal of in uncountable noun, then here we are going to talk about a large number of in countable nouns, because here we can count. So suppose take an example that we ate some bread and butter. So here the words are used which are like identifiers as the countable or uncountable noun. So it works as a quantifier. Next is with both countable and uncountable nouns. Now, countable and uncountable noun, these are some words which is written there as all, no, none, some, a lot of, plenty of, any, heaps of, lots of, not any. These are all the countable and uncountable nouns. Now, there is a very good note given at the right side of your page. Just have a look, students. It is written here, few, very few. If this kind of words are there, it means that there is not enough of something they are talking about. But if it is written a few, means there is enough, but there is not too much available. So there is not a lot of something, but there is enough. Similarly, if it is written as little or very little, it means that there is not enough of something they are talking about. But if it is written a little, it means there is not a lot of something, but for the timing it is enough. So this is all about countable and uncountable nouns. Some very good examples given here. He has a lot of money. Countable or uncountable, students? Yes, it is uncountable. There are some books on the desk. Countable. He has got a few rupees. So here with this we cannot make it out that how much money does he have. So these are some very good examples of the sentences with countable and uncountable nouns. So next we move on to the next session, that is called construction of a paragraph. Now, end of this session we will be able to understand that what is the importance of paragraph when we communicate in English with someone, and what are the tips we should follow to write a good paragraph. So let's start with the session. Paragraph is what? A group of words which express any kind of meaning. That is called a paragraph. So what is written in your textbook is we have learned about basic skills of English for communicating orally as well as in a written form. Now it is the time we talk about how can we write paragraph. In this session we are going to discuss about that only, that how to write an effective paragraph. So let's start with the significance of paragraph. Now what is the significance of paragraph, my dear students? Is paragraph is actually where you're going to express your opinions, your views with small breaks. And if those breaks are not maintained, if everything whatever is there comes together as a whole, what you can see in your book is in form of a paragraph. If this is not will be in the form of a paragraph, it is completely look like a one single paragraph for the whole page. As the reader turned up to the page, the reader will at that moment itself feel of not going through the page, because for him it's like a huge task to do. So automatically that enthusiasm level comes down. So it is always a good idea to write your whatever you want to write, the content, the text in paragraph always, because it attracts the readers. So paragraph is what? Is a group of sentences that describe one idea. Means one paragraph always describes one idea. If you want to represent another one idea, then please go for another one new paragraph. Don't continue with the same. Next is how to write a good paragraph. Whenever we are going to write a good paragraph, we need to take care of some points always in our mind, so that our paragraph will ultimately give us a complete, proper, good paragraph. So what is the very first step we should follow is write an outline for the paragraph. Always write an outline for the paragraph. And how the outline of the paragraph can write? While you're writing an outline for the paragraph, the two things you need to take care of. First is you have to write down the topic at the top of the page. Write down the topic. And the next one is the supporting information what you're going to give on the topic. Means whatever will be the topic. Suppose nowadays the pandemic is going on, so your topic is coronavirus. So write down the topic at the top. Then write down those supporting information. Means in short, note it down all the different points which you want to cover on your paragraphs or onto your paragraphs. So this is supporting information of the topic. Then what we need to do is we need to outline those points which is written in the form of this, how it is given in a textbook. After that, what is the second step you need to follow? Second step is always write the topic sentence. It means whatever is your main topic related to that topic, please write one sentence, a sentence that describes the topic. If your topic is coronavirus, write down one sentence, a sentence that describes that topic. Then what is the third is write supporting sentences for each outline. Suppose you have made 10 outlines for your paragraph. So for each 10 outlines, write one sentence, or write one or two sentences for each and every outline, so that all the outlines will be get covered easily. Then the fourth step is write the concluding section. Concluding section means always when you write a paragraph, when you write something in a form of a paragraph, the first part always gives the introduction, the middle part gives the information about the topic, and the last section always be the conclusion part. If conclusion is not there, your paragraph will come with no meaning. So write the concluding sentence. How you want to conclude your paragraph, how you want to wind up your content, please write down that. Then the fifth one step is combine all those lines to get your final paragraph. Means write the topic at the top. For all those 10 or 5 or 6 or how many number of outlines you have noted down, for those whatever sentences you have written for each and every outline, please combine all those sentences, and with that include that concluding sentence also, the conclusion of the paragraph also. Then finally, how your paragraph will look like? Your paragraph will somehow look like this. The topic at the top. The first one sentence is all about describing the topic. In between that, the different sentences based on the different outline, means the different important points which is going to be covered on this topic. and the last line is obviously based on the conclusion part, means how you're going to wind up the paragraph. So this is how we can write a good paragraph. So with this, I would like to wind up today's session, students. With this, the second unit also come to an end, my dear student. After communication skill, on the communication skill, this is the last session what we have done today. So let's recapitulate fast what we have done. We discussed about quantifiers. We discussed about countable and uncountable nouns and what are the different words comes under countable and uncountable nouns. Then we discussed about how to construct a good paragraph and what are the important points we need to keep it in our mind while constructing a good paragraph. And why is it important to construct a good paragraph? So with this, I would like to wind up today's session, students. If you have any doubt regarding any of the topic, please feel free to ask me, and please try to do the assessment question given there along with the video, and please reply me as soon as possible. So students, please stay at home. Please stay safe. Thank you everyone.